each other to play each other. Maybe pick up that 22nd game that you're allowed to on your schedule. Today, the Gales face the Madrid Tigers. You remember that name from last year. They met in the semifinal match of the state playoffs where Madrid came away with the victory on that one. Madrid's not the same team this year. The Tigers graduated 3 seniors, but they still have 2 returning starters. One is sophomore Yevon Severson. Jevon or Yevon, I'm not sure. I would say Yevon because Severson, sounds like a good Norwegian name, and that would make me say Yevon instead of Jevon. And then the other starter is junior Emerson Bridgewater from last year. So those 2 are back as starters, and it's not that the others didn't get playing time, but they were all freshmen. So they're going to start 4 sophomores and 1 junior. So new, but I also have the experience. The Tigers come in today with a 6-2 record, having played 8 games to St. Ed's 4. They returned 2 starters, like I said, from last season. But don't get me wrong, they're still a big and physical team. Looking at them, they're not as big as Har was last night. So I think the Gales had a great opportunity to learn a little bit about having a big guy underneath, but they're not small. They they look like football players who play basketball, not basketball players who also play football. So led by sophomore Yevon Severson, who is averaging 23 points a game, 9 rebounds, and is shooting 55% from the floor, over half of his shots, and 40% behind the arc. So the guy is dangerous inside and out. You're going to have to keep an eye on him. We remember him from last year. Last year he was averaging 14 points a game. This year 23 so far, and that's after 8 starts. Right behind him is junior Emerson Bridgewater. He's adding 15 points a game, 8 rebounds, and shooting 35% behind the 3-point line. The starting 4, they are starting 4 sophomores, like we said, so it's a young team, but definitely not one without any experience. The Gales, of course, are led by Hunter Horn, who's just under 30 points a game and maybe back to 30 after last night's stats. Those haven't been figured in. He's getting 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, and 2 steals. Carson Bargfried is averaging 16 points a game, 6 rebounds, and is shooting 47% behind the arc. Jacob Koopman rounds out the top 3-point scorers for the Gales, averaging 13 points a game, but he's also getting 10 rebounds and 5 steals. Jack McElroy, he is running the offense. He's averaging 9 assists, and I'm talking some really nice assists, like highlight reel assists, behind the back passes, bounce passes, no-look passes. He's playing a great point game for the Gales this year. And Grant Gallis rounds out the starting 5, shooting 40% behind the 3-point line and adding 8 points per game. We've talked about it before, and I can't stress it enough. When the Gales are in their game, they have to guard everybody. Everyone on that team is a shooter and has a possibility. And the nice thing about that is you can't concentrate on one player. They can't focus on Horn, because when they do, Koopman gets the inside shots, or Grant gets broken inside and makes a shot. Coming off the bench is Ty Miracle. He comes in and dangerous behind the 3-point line, but also great on the offense. He does a lot of good assists, gets the ball where it needs to go. And then freshman Logan Hansen coming in and really proving his mettle. He's playing great defense this year, coming up with rebounds. I kind of think he's kind of like Dennis Rodman. He's not that kind of guy, but he's the rebounder. He knows where the ball's going to bounce to, and he just happens to be there. I don't know if he's actually watching the film like Rodman used to do. And Rodman would watch the film and be like, oh, I'm this shooter. Every time he shoots from here, the rebound usually goes there, and so he would go there and be ready for the rebound. But Logan is doing a great job on defense, and it's nice to see those as starting 7. So we're going to go ahead and go back to studio. When we come back, we'll do starting lineups and tip-off. We got about 7 minutes left here, so it'll be a nice long commercial break, folks. Again, I apologize. We're doing this live, but new adventures, new times for us. We're going to have a great time today. This is Lance Lennon coming to you live here on Sunny 99.7 and YourFortDodge.com. Sorry. Thank you very much. All right, Brock, go ahead. I'm not kidding. Play the the Kingsgate and the North Central occupational commercials, but then play another 4 minutes of commercials. on par. Oh, is he? Where's he? This last one. To the Hardwood Classic out here, Hodges Fieldhouse, Iowa Central campus, as the Gales are going to take on the Madrid Tigers. They're called the grudge match from last year's semifinal game, as the Gales look to avenge that loss. A couple of things that are going on today. This afternoon, the Iowa men's basketball team, they're going to take on Bucknell in Des Moines at 5 o'clock. That coverage will be 4 o'clock on K97 and yourfortdodge.com. Sunday afternoon, the Iowa State men's basketball squad is home versus Long Beach State at 5 o'clock. Pre-game at 4 on AM 540, KWMT, and yourfortdodge.com. Update on the Monday night Dodgers basketball game. The girls' game has been postponed, but the boys will still play, so they're going to visit Des Moines Lincoln at 7. Pre-game coverage with Willie Williams at 6:40 on 92 Rock and yourfortdodge.com. Halftime guest for that show, for that game, is going to be boys wrestling coach, the Dodger boys wrestling coach, Bobby Thompson. So that gets you all updated. Let's go ahead and go through our lineups here for today. We got about 2 minutes till start time, probably 2 minutes till the anthem, and then they'll start after that. But let's start with the 6-2 Tigers. First off, power index. I'm not sure I fully understand that, but if you ever get on Bound, they give you all kinds of information about the teams and the games, and they have what's called the power index, and that's where they rate the teams. So rating-wise, Madrid this year is 41st in Class 1A, and they have a power rating index of 0.5 plus 5.9. So I don't know what the 5.9 means, the plus minus, but I do know what 41st means. And that means further away from first than the Gales, who are 7th, and they have a power index rating of plus 27. My math skills at least can tell me that. Starting for the Madrid Tigers is going to be number 0, Yevon Severson, sophomore forward at 6'6". Wearing number 1, sophomore guard, a 6'3", that's Max Fowler. A guard, sophomore at 5'9", number 2, Logan Bogardus. That's going to be a fun one to say. Number 4, Kobe Owens, a sophomore guard at 6 foot. And number 11, Emerson Bridgewater, a junior forward at 6'7". Starting for the Gales, we have Jacob Koopman wearing number 5. He's a senior forward at 6'2". Number 10, Jack McElroy, the senior guard. He's 6 foot tall. Number 12, Grant Gallus, senior guard at 6'1". Hunter Horn, 6'5" senior, playing forward. And Carson Bargfried, a senior guard at 6'2", wearing number 42. The Gales are coached by Adolf Kokendorfer, assisted by Pat O'Rourke and Mitchell Rasmussen. The Tigers are coached by Brian Surratt, Jeremy Severson, Landon Klatt, and Jared Bridgewater. Those last names, Severson and Bridgewater, sound familiar because they have boys on the team. All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and go back to studio, play a couple of commercials, and hopefully by that time we'll come here for the tip-off. Today's game is brought to you, or the pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. This is Lance Lennon coming to you live here on Sunny 99.7 and yourforddodge.com.
And now we're starting lineup for the Tigers, brought to you by Elite Awards. At forward, a 6'6" sophomore, number 0, Yevon Severson. At guard, a 6'3" sophomore, number 1, Max Fowler. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 2, Logan Bogardus. At guard, a 6' sophomore, number 4, Kobe Owens. And at forward, a 6'7" junior, number 11, Emerson Bridgewater. The Tigers head coach is Brian Surratt, assisted by Jeremy Severson, Landon Klatt, and Jared Bridgewater. And now the starting lineup for the Gales, brought to you by Lily Opperman State Farm. At forward, a 6'2", senior number 5, Jacob Koopman. At guard, a 6'8" senior number 10, Jack McElroy. At guard, a 6'1" senior number 12, Grant Gallus. At forward, a 6'5" senior number 34, Hunter Horn. And at guard, a 6'2" senior number 42, Carson Bargfried. The Gales head coach is Adolf Kokendorfer, assisted by Pat O'Rourke and Mitchell Rasmussen. The officials for today's game were Garrett Woods, Chad Slagle, and Travis Berkey. Now, I ask you please rise, remove your caps, direct your attention to the flag in the northwest corner of the gymnasium for the playing of our national anthem. It's time for Hardwood Classic Basketball.
ask for help when you can get help, right? And speaking of help, maybe you want to talk about insurance. Well, Michael Brewer, American Family Insurance, is your American Family Insurance agent. Michael can offer you dependable auto, home, business, health, and life insurance, as well as other insurance products. See Michael Brewer at American Family Insurance on Facebook today. All right, we have Hunter Horn and Yevon Severson going for the jump ball here. Severson gets the tip-off. Loose ball in the backfield. Almost got by Koopman, but picked up there by Colby Owens. Passes the ball off to Logan Bogardus. Bogardus brings the ball across half court. He's picked up right away by McElroy. He's trying to set up his offense, calling for players to come up. 22 seconds on the shot clock, so 13 seconds have already gone. Makes a drive in towards the middle. Gives the ball into Severson. Severson, he's at the free throw line, makes a run into the lane. He ends up over Hunter Horn, puts in the first 2 points of the game. McElroy gets the ball quickly to Hunter. Hunter comes into the lane, not there. Good defense, caught him right away. They do get it into him as he slips underneath. Horn goes up for the underneath. He does get his rebound, missed the first shot. Second shot is up, no good. Rebound's going there. Bargfried picks it up, throws it to Gallus. Back out to McElroy to start it. Koopman has the ball on the left-hand side. Gives it to Bargfried. Bargfried back to McElroy, down to Gallus in the right corner. Looks at the shot, doesn't take it. Comes up around, drives lane, not there. Wild pass goes out of bounds, off the fingertips. No, they're going to say that was off of one of the Tigers. All right, so that's going to remain in the Gales' hands. 17 seconds on the shot clock. 2-0, the Gales trail the Tigers. McElroy inbounds to Gallus. Gallus saw the three, doesn't take it, gives it to Bargfried. Bargfried outside the three. There's 2 3-point lines down there, folks. The college 3-point and the high school 3-point. And that can maybe get a little confusing for everybody. That time, McElroy loses the handle on the ball. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover. Tigers are going to take over. Tigers lead 2-0. Full court press as McElroy picks up Fowler. They get the ball over to Severson. Severson's going to drive lane. He's coming in against Horn. Big hop step as he goes in and makes the layup. That's 4 points for him. They're going to have to figure out a way to stop him from getting in the lane. McElroy starting up the offense. He gives it over to the left-hand side to Bargfried. Back across right-hand side, corner to Horn. Horn bounce pass to McElroy. Deep to Gallus, left-hand side, back top. Gallus gets it back to McElroy. Little hot potato going on. McElroy, nice 15-foot floater. It goes in. 4-2, the Gales trail. Tigers bringing the ball up. Here comes Bogardus, brings the ball across half line. He's picked up by McElroy. McElroy's not going to let him drive right. Going to give him plenty of room. Almost steals the ball. Bogardus manages to dribble away from him. McElroy holding him back. 17 seconds. Trying to penetrate. They bounce the ball on the floor. It's loose on the ground. Picked up by Gallus. Gallus gets the ball to Bargfried. Nice turnaround. Here comes Koopman. Koopman down there. He drives lane, not there, but back out to 3-point range to Bargfried. Tries with a shot. No good. Koopman gets the rebound. Back out to Bargfried. Over to McElroy on the left-hand side. McElroy drives in the lane. Little floater. It's good. 4-4. Gales tie with 5:32. Bogardus brings the ball up. He's going to be picked up right at half court by McElroy. McElroy again not giving him the right side. Passes off the ball to Owens. Owens right on the half-court line. He just got to be careful not to step over it. Playing pretty far back. Gallus playing tight defense on him. Causes him to lose the ball. Won't let him go right. And they're going to call Gallus on the block on that one. Little chit-chat going on between Gallus and his player. So they're going to call first foul of the game, first foul of the quarter, and first foul for the Gales is going to be on Grant Gallus. Madrid's going to bring the ball in right in front of the St. Ed's, right in front of me. I'm courtside. I got great seats here today. Well, until sweaty players come and stand in front of you. That can stink sometimes, but literally, not figuratively. All right, Severson has the ball. He, again, he's pushing in pretty good. Nothing there for him. He tries a couple of moves. They don't go. Outside for three, and that is hit by Colby Owens. Tigers go up 7-4. They get the ball to Gallus real quickly down court. He's on the left-hand side. Left corner is Horn. Horn tries to come in. Long pass to McElroy. Back on the right side. Back over to Gallus. Left side. Three-point shot. Up off the rim. Not good. Koopman rebound. Nice try to get that ball in. He tries a bounce pass. It goes off one of the Tigers. Tigers end up with the ball. Bogardus gives it to Severson, who's going to bring it across half court. Severson looking a little winded. I think if they keep making him play hard, he's not going to be as productive. He's way out front. 22 seconds. 4:24. Gets around Horn. Comes into Gallus, and I think they're going to call charge. Oh, yeah. Gallus had all day to set up camp. He doesn't like that call. Sorry, Severson, but that was. Gallus had put up camp. He put up a bench. He had a fire going, had his tent there. He was claiming that ground, so that's a charge. Player control, foul, turnover. Gales get it. McElroy's going to bring the ball up court. Comes across. Madrid playing it looks like they're playing a 2-3 zone. Not letting anything come inside the lane. They just don't want to make sure not have Hunter inside there. They've been watching a little film on him and know where he's got some strengths. They give it to McElroy. McElroy down to the right-hand side to Horn. All the way across to Bargfried, left-hand side. He goes up for the three. Back of the rim, it goes off. Rebound, Bagardis. Bagardis brings the ball up. McElroy picks him up before half court. Making him dribble to the left. Won't let him go right. It's definitely not his strong side. As he grabs a hold of him, hooks around him, but they let it go. Ball's passed down far right hand to Owens. Owens gets it into Severson. Severson tries to drive in against Horn. Passes back out to Fowler. Fowler's first time, I think, to even touch the ball. It's the first time I call his name. Back to Severson. Severson tries to drive inside. They end up getting an inside head. It's blocked by Horn as Bridgewater tried to go up for it, and Horn said, we're playing my game right now. So they set it back up. Horn, 3-point from the top of the key. It's good. 7-7. Gales tie the game. Miracles coming in. Give somebody a breather. 3:12 left in the first quarter. Time is flying. No timeouts, no fouls. Not very few fouls. 2 fouls in the game today. Playing a nice, clean game. Again, McElroy guarding Bagardis, not letting him go right. They're going to call a reach on him. Yeah, they're going to call a reach on McElroy. McElroy's guarding him tight. It's a good defense. He knows he doesn't like to dribble left, clearly, so he's not giving him the right-hand side. And that's giving him lots of fits. The Tigers are going to take the ball in from out of bounds in front of the Gale audience there. The Gales are the far side away from us. Nice sea of green over there for those of you that aren't out here watching the game. Bagardis has the ball, gives it over to Fowler. Fowler up on the top right side of the court. He's up against Bargfried. Bargfried riding him hard, too. They're doing great defense, not letting them penetrate. They're trying to get in. They do get it to Severson, but he's at the top of the key. He passes over to Owens. Owens comes to the top of the key, takes a shot. Three-pointer, not there. Rebounded by Severson. Severson goes up for 2. He cannot make it. I apologize. Not Severson. That's going to be Bridgewater. Bridgewater had the rebound, tried the shot, didn't go, but he was fouled. They called the foul on Koopman. That's Koopman's first foul, the third team foul. 2 fouls very quickly there for the Gales, and now Bridgewater's going to shoot 2. Tie score here, 7-7 with 2:32 remaining in the first quarter. Bridgewater's first shot is up. Around and in. That took a couple of victory laps there. Didn't know if that was going to fall down, but it does. Ladies and gentlemen, Colville Stop and Shop. They have the tastiest roasted chicken and around. Colville Stop and Shop also offers daily lunch specials along with gas, groceries, and more. Check them out, Colville Stop and Shop. Shop small, shop local. Bridgewater's second shot is good. Tigers take the lead, 9-7. Very close game going on here. Ball comes down. It's got to McElroy on the right-hand side. Bargfried, top of the key. Back to McElroy on the right. Give it to Miracle, top of the key, left-hand corner to Bargfried. Gets a bounce pass into Horn. Horn, a little floater, goes over the rim, but Miracle gets the rebound. $20 seconds on the shot clock. They didn't touch the rim. They reset the shot clock, but it didn't touch the rim, so they've got to reset the shot clock. That's what the whistle was for. They're going to let it run down because they don't know how to set the shot clock. There it is. Perfectly set. All right, so shot clock's at 20. 2:16 in the quarter. Gales lead, or trail, 9-7 from the Tigers. Bargfried has the ball top of the key. Back to the right-hand side to McElroy. Into Hunter underneath. Not there for the shot, but the shot goes to Miracle. Miracle tries the 3. Not there. Ball's bounced around. Bridgewater gets the rebound for the Tigers. Gives it to Bagardis, who's going to bring it up. And there's McElroy ready to guard him as soon as he hits that half-court line. Again, standing on the right side, not letting him go right, making him go left. I think that's a great plan so far. He's hooking. Definitely he wants to hook and try and get around him. They get the ball to Bridgewater. He hands it off to Owens. Owens dribbles right to left. Back down to, they get it into Severson down at the baseline by Bargfried. He tries a nice jump. Outside to Owens. Owens goes for the 3-pointer. Ball's loose. Miracle picks it up. Rebound. Here comes McElroy. Gets the ball to Koopman. Koopman on the right-hand side. Back to McElroy. McElroy tries to come into the lane where he is absolutely bumped. And they don't call a foul, they call a jump ball. So it's going to be St. Ed's ball by the possession arrow, and they're going to take over under their own bench. McElroy comes out, Gallus goes in. Long outlet passes. Koopman at the top of the key over to the left side to Bargfried. Bargfried tries to go deep to Horn in the left corner. The pass is intercepted by Fowler. They give it to Severson. 1:19 left in the quarter. Severson brings the ball across half court. Dribbling against Horn. Spin move. Gets into the lane, but doesn't get a shot. Passes it off. Down deep right corner to Bridgewater. Bridgewater's three-pointer no good. Horn gets the rebound. Pass goes to Bargfried. Down left corner to Gallagher. Back up to Horn. Horn tries another three and misses. It goes out of bounds. Turnover. Still trail 9-7. 58 seconds, 35 on the shot clock, about a 25-second differential as Bogardus brings the ball up across half court. They give it to Severson. He's up top right, way up there by the half court line, guarded by Horn, tries to make a drive underneath, tries a jump step, looks for the shot, bounces around, and it falls. They lead 11-7. Gales look to bring the ball. There comes Gallus, brings the ball across half court. Gives it to Miracle on the left-hand side. Back to Gallus to Bargfried on the right. Bargfried dribbles up top. Gallus down low to Koopman. Koopman tries a little move. Not there. Outlet pass goes to Horn at the free throw line to Gallus at the three-point line. 3-second differential. Bargfried goes for the three. It's off. Not sure if it's just not knowing what's going on, but the three-pointers are just not getting real close. Tries to drive baseline, and that's Severson. He loses the ball. It's loose on the ground. Gets picked up. Miracle gets it. Time's up just as Grant Gallus got the ball, and that's the end of the first quarter. That's going to go back to studio. The Gales trail 11-7 here after the first quarter of play. This is Lance Lennon on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Okay, no wheelchair dynamics, but I'll mention them. So just play two commercials, please. Yeah, play their ad, though. Thank you. I want to thank Wheelchair Dynamics for supplying us the sound of the game. Didn't have a sound clip today again this morning. Too quick a turnover. Didn't have a chance to record anything with Coach. The coach would have said, defense wins games, something like that. So sound for Wheelchair Dynamics, thank you very much. So second quarter start the ball with the Tigers, who lead 11-7. Bogardus comes up across half-court line. He's McElroy back in, guarding the right-hand side. Really overplaying that right-hand side. I mean, he knows he can't just proven time and time again he can't go left. He does try to penetrate left. Not there. Passes down into the quarter to Bridgewater. Moved by Bridgewater. He goes back up to Bogardus. Bogardus gets to the free throw line. Bounces off the rim. Rebound by Fowler. Fowler gets it to Bogardus. Bogardus puts up a three. So Gales trail 7-14 or 14-7 here, beginning of the second half. Down by 7. They give it to Gallus. Gallus works the ball left to right. Down in the corner to Miracle on the right-hand side. He makes a three. Just drains it. 10-14 Gales. 14-10. Always got to say the high score first. I apologize. Bogardus brings it across as McElroy picks him up. Already proven. He drives left, but he's not going to penetrate into the lane. Given plenty of room. They really are playing a slow-down game here. I think that's their strategy against the Gales tonight. Don't want to have to try and work it. Hand off to Owens. Owens works over to the left-hand side. They get it to Severson. He's outside the key. He's trying to drive in the lane. Not there. Into the corner. That was Bogardus. Bogardus hits the three from the corner. 17-10 Tigers. Koopman has the ball, top of the key. They give it to Gallus in the left-hand side. He comes back up to center. Long pass to Miracle on the bottom right. Bounce down to Koopman. He's down the baseline. Back out to Miracle. Miracle to McElroy. McElroy gives it to Horn. Horn comes in the lane. Little hook shot, and that one falls. So he gets in the lane with a nice little hook. Punter Horn with another 2 points. 17-12. Tigers lead. Bagardis, as usual, dribbles over to the left-hand side. McElroy guards his right. He plays out really far. Looks to call. He's going to try and drive in left. Not there. A couple another move. They get it to Bridgewater in the corner, trying to work it into Severson. Bridgewater being guarded by Koopman. All the way over to the right-hand side to Bagardis. Bagardis goes for the three, hits it again. He's just nailing the threes. I think they're going to have to really start guarding him out there. 20-12. Gales trail by 8. Over to Gallus. Back up top to McElroy. Over left-hand side corner to Horn. To Miracle. Back up top to McElroy. Miracle. Down bottom to Horn. Horn trying to get in on the baseline. Nice little move. Pump fake. Brings the guy in. And doesn't make the shot, but he's going to go to the line for two. That's going to be Max Fowler with the foul. First foul of the second quarter. First foul on Fowler. And 2 shots coming up here for Horn. Horn got him off his pump fake and went in and did lean into him to see if he could get the and one. Make those three-pointers up the old-fashioned way. His first shot off the left of the rim, just not there. McElroy comes out, Bargfried goes in. So we got Miracle, Bargfried, Horn, Gallus, and Koopman in for the Gales. Lines up his second shot. And that one's no good off the rim either. Rebound, new player in, Zach Newell in for the Tigers. Severson brings the ball across half court, goes over to the right-hand side. He's picked up by Horn. Trying to dribble around, find a way inside. Horn guarding him tight. I think they're going to call charge. Yeah, Severson picks up another charge as he puts his shoulder down and knocks Horn to the ground. He's not happy with it. He thinks he's going to get the block, but he's clearly lowering his shoulder. I think they're going to call that every time. Ball goes inbound to Bargfried. 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Gales trail 20-12. Ball over to the right-hand side to Miracle. Up top to Gallus. Gallus back to Miracle. Bounce pass to Horn down at the bottom. He comes all the way out to Gallus on the left-hand side. Baseline Koopman takes a shot. Two-pointer not there. Rebounded Bridgewater. Tigers bring the ball up, looking to extend their lead. Bagardis has the ball coming across half court. He's going to be picked up by Gallus. Gallus doing the same thing that McElroy did, not giving him that right-handed dribble. Tries to get around Gallus, testing him. Says, nah, I guess that isn't going to work. He's trying to call for a pick. Here comes a pick. And they get the ball over to Owens, who gets it down into Bridgewater in the far left corner. Bridgewater's three-pointer no good. Horn with the rebound. He quickly breaks down. Decides to outlet pass to Bargfried. Bargfried to Gallus on the left-hand side. Still working outside the arc. Here comes Miracle. Miracle shoots a college three. It's long. Bounces long. Rebound by Owens for the Tigers. 4 minutes left in the quarter as the Tigers have the ball. Owens working the ball. Picked up by Miracle. He comes in, gets in towards the lane. Not there. Does get in, makes a move. I think they're going to call it on the ground on Miracle. They're going to get Miracle either with the arm with a push. All right, so Miracle's going to get called for the foul. That's the first team foul of the quarter. His first team foul. Going to be on the ground. 3:48 left. Miracle comes out, and McElroy goes back in. Trying to inbound the ball here. They're looking for an inlet pass. Oh, nothing there. Ends up having to burn a timeout. So we got a 30-second timeout coming. We'll go ahead and stay here. I want to thank Party Productions. Everything you need to customize your event. Party Productions is your premier destination of choice. From huge tents to theatrical rentals to balloons to almost a complete line of Melissa and Doug toys. Almost Christmas time, looking for those Melissa and Doug toys. Go to Party Productions and everything in between. There isn't much you can't find under our roof. Thank you to Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery. They're located at 3525 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge, growing beauty and growing trust for 20 years. Loftus-Weiler's, they're offering professional guidance with professional, personal, and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it's their most valued asset. I want to say thank you to those sponsors bringing you to this morning's broadcast. All right, Tigers get the ball into Newell. He goes up top to Bagardis. Bagardis comes all the way back on the right-hand side. Gallus guarding him. Going to give the ball off to Owens on the left-hand side. Owens being guarded by McElroy. Owens looking to drive into the lane, not there. Over to Newell. Newell looking to give, gets it to Bridgewater. Bridgewater left side trying to drive lane. Over to Bogardus. Bogardus goes for another three. That one's long, no good, but rebounded by Severson. Severson tries to go inside. He does go inside, but his shot misses. Horn gets the rebound. Quick outlet pass to Barkley. Barkley comes down the right-hand side. They're going to set up the audience. Oh, here we go. Gallus on the left-hand side. Long three. Off the rim. Not there. Rebounded by Newell. As the Gales still trail 20-12. Not a lot of points being scored here in the last couple of minutes. We've got 3:02 left in the quarter, left in the half. Madrid trying to set up an offense here. On the right-hand side is Bogardus, pardon me, left-hand side. Being guarded on the right-hand side by Gallus. He does go left, goes deep down into Bargfried. They go back to the corner where Newell tried a three-pointer. It's no good. Rebound by Gallus, who brings the ball up court. They get it to Horn. Horn comes into the lane, loses the ball, but it's going to be off of one of the Madrid legs, and so it's still going to be Gale ball. Gales are going to take the ball out underneath their own hoop. 28 on the shot clock, 2:39 in the half, trailing 20-12. 8-point deficit. Right now, the three-pointers are killing the Gales. Horn gets the inbound pass, a nice little floater. It's about an 8-footer, and it goes right in. Nice shot. So, Gales score again. 2014, Tigers lead. Bogardus brings the ball across the timeline. Gallus guarding him. We're talking way out by the logo. They're not letting him get deep at all or get close in now. He's going to have to work it in. And they're doing the stalking. He comes down left. They give it to Bridgewater on the outside. Bridgewater tries for the three, misses. Severson gets the inbound pass, but it's loose and knocked around. They maintain it, and Bogardus now has the ball. He's going to come in. He's up top left. Gallus giving him a nice little guard there. He does try and go right around Gallus. Manages to get the block called on Gallus. It's going to be Gallus' second foul. That's going to be the second team foul here in the quarter. 2 minutes remaining. And they're going to inbound the ball here right in front of us again. Here's Bridgewater going for the inbound. They get it to Severson. Severson out here. Standing on the Dennis Pilcher court logo. He comes up to the top, still standing inside the logo. They're playing way outside. Slow game. Bridgewater, or pardon me, Bogardus being guarded by Miracle now. Miracle doing the same things as everybody else, guarding the right side. Bogardus manages to get a little left, goes left. Nice tip on that one. It goes off of McElroy, then off of Owens. It's a nice job by McElroy to get a nice tip on that pass. It's a turnover. Gales get the ball. 6-point lead for the Tigers, and they get a chance to cut that lead a little bit with 1:36 left in the half. Oh, a little floater and a dunk and an alley-oop. I don't know if you had your Fruit Loops, so we had an alley-oop. And that was a nice little McElroy to Horn. And that's the kind of thing that's going to spur on the audience and get everybody going. Bridgewater comes across. He says, it's okay, we got 1:15, 24 on the shot clock. Looking and being guarded hard right as Miracle picks him up. Tries to get in the lane. Ball is stripped. Here comes Bargfried down. He's got a nice lead. They got a reach by Bridgewater. So before they even get the breakaway, Bridgewater gets a foul. Bargfried's not going to get to shoot because it's only the third team foul, so it's going to go out of bounds. Gales bring it in. 1:05 left here in the half. 35 seconds on the shot clock after the foul. Might have a chance if they do it quick enough to get two chances added here. Trailing by 4, 20-16, the Gales have possession. McElroy brings the ball up, takes a floater in, a nice little left-handed in. He left-handed scoop, misses. Newell gets the rebound, gives it to Bogardus, who wants to set up the offense. Comes across the timeline, picked up by Miracle, trying to set a pick on him, doesn't work. They give it to Severson out top, guarded by Horn, still trying to get inside. Gets an inside pass to Newell. Newell finds an opening. He gets in for the layup. And here come the Gales. 22-16, Tigers lead. 27, no difference in the shot clock and the game clock. So I think Gales will probably try to go for last shot unless something comes up. Give it to Bargfried, three-pointer, almost top of the key, nails it! And that's going to be 22-19 with 14 seconds left. Gives them enough time to score if they can. Bogardus comes up quickly across. He's going to try and drive lane. He's met in the lane. And they're going to call another charge. He is out of control, didn't have the ball, player control. Gales have 6.8 seconds to bring the ball up. Coach is going to bring in somebody else. They're going to go. McElroy picks up the dribble. He's double teamed right away. Reaches all over the place. Going to call it on the ground. Got it inbound. They call it on. Call that one on Owens. So Owens with the block. It was Owens and Severson. Owens picks up his first foul. If they'd have called it on Severson, that would have been his third. 3.9 seconds here. Oh, they get the ball into Horn inside the lane. A little floater, and it's good. 1 second left. That's going to take us to half as the Gales are down 21-22. 1 point difference coming from an 8 point deficit to go into halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, what a comeback. This is Lance Leonard coming to you on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Locally owned and proud to serve communities across the Midwest. Elite Parish top-notch artwork with fast turnaround times and customer service that is second to none. Whether you're outfitting your business, your school, or your hometown team, Elite brings joy that is in life. From bulk t-shirt orders to web stores and custom uniforms to awards that celebrate every win. Elite Sports specializes in school and team apparel right here in your local area. Helping groups fundraise, show their pride, and look at their best in the top quality theater. With dedicated sales reps and talented graphic designers, your order will be handled with care from start to finish. So why wait? Call 319-668-1515 or visit the website www.teamelitesports.com to start your next order. Elite Sports, where the Midwest gets its game on. Second half starters, Tigers, Severson, Fowler, Owens, and Bridgewater.
Coming to you live, this is Lance Lennon on Sunny 99.7 and yourfortdodge.com.
The Gales will have possession service.
Ball off to Gallus on the left-hand side. They're going to work all the way across court to Bargfried over here on the right. He's deep in the corner. He comes up top, gives it to Gallus. Back to Bargfried on the right. Get it into Koopman. Koopman right now at the free throw line. Not there, and they call no shot. Foul on the ground. We're going to call on the arm, and that's going to be on Owens. That'll be Owens' second foul, I believe. First team foul of the game, or first team foul of the half. First foul of the half period. So Gales get to take it underneath their own basket, resets the shot clock, 35 seconds there. Inbound goes to Bargfried, way outside for the three. He looks for the shot, doesn't take it. Over to the left-hand side to Gallus. Gallus goes for the three, misses. Koopman picks up the rebound, tries to go up, not there. He gets it back out to McElroy. McElroy to Bargfried, to Gallus, back to Gallus. Gallus coming into the lane. Nice little pump fake, goes up, off the back of the rim, not any good. Attempt by Koopman to get it in. He gets the rebound, the shot misses, but get his own rebound. He tries the three. That's off the rim, no good. Rebounded, finally picked up by Bridgewater as the Tigers are going to bring it up. We're going to see who's going to score for the first half here. First score of the second half, pardon. Bagardis brings it across half court. Same strategy. He's going to play out in slow play. He's going to go all the way out there. Hands off to Owens. Owens comes to the left. He gives it in to Severson. Pardon me, that's Severson. Fowler. Fowler has it, dribbles back up top. He's being guarded by Bargfried. They're going to call a block on Bargfried. So Bargfried's going to pick up his first foul. It's going to be the first team foul for the Gales this quarter. Resets the shot clock again, and they're going to bring it in under their own basket. Ball goes out of bounds. Nobody touched it, they said, so it's going to be Gale ball. Just a terrible inbound pass. That's what we're going to call a defensive pass or defensive turnover, as the Gales are going to get it. Timeout has been called. We're going to take it back to studio. This is Lance Lennon coming to you live on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Bounds, giving them the opportunity to take the lead. If they do manage, to be the first lead they've had the game. Inbound comes to McElroy. 6:45 left in the third quarter. Comes across half court. Hands off to Gallus. Gallus working right to left. Back to McElroy, top of the key. Down to Bargfried. Bargfried goes baseline. They get it to Horn. Horn is baseline. Nice move. Off the backboard. Not there. Rebound Bridgewater. Here come the Tigers. Get it to Severson. Severson brings the ball up, being guarded by Horn. He's going on the left-hand side, trying to drive into the lane. Couple of head fakes. Passes the ball out to Bogardus. No, pardon me, not Bogardus. That's going to be Owens. Owens comes in. It's blocked, but the rebound goes around and in the hands of Bridgewater. Bridgewater tries a shot. He's fouled by Bargfried. They're going to call it Bargfried. That's going to be his second foul, second team foul. And Bridgewater's going to go to the line shooting 2. 6-13. Gales trail 22-21. Well, they're lining up for the first shot. And it's good. Want to say thank you to Flooring America Design Center, your source for top quality flooring, cabinets, and countertops in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Explore their wide range of options: carpet, hardwood, vinyl, tile. Their experienced team provides expert installation and satisfaction guaranteed. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by Coatman. 23-21 Tigers. McElroy brings the ball up quickly. They're down low in the corner. Back up top to Bargfried to give it to Horn on the right-hand side. He dribbles up, then down, gets around Severson, comes in. No good on the layup, goes for the shot. Can't make the shot, but they're going to call foul on Bridgewater. So Horn's going to go to the line shooting 2. That's going to be Bridgewater's second foul. That's going to be the second team foul. 2 and 2 on the fouls for the quarter, as Horn's going to go to the line shooting free throws. Daniel Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services. They don't say 2 birds with 1 stone. They say 2 damages with 1 deductible. With Farm Bureau, if your home and auto are both damaged in 1 storm, you only pay 1 deductible. Talk to Danielle Lynch in Fort Dodge about the 1 deductible advantage. Give her a call at 515-955-1050 today. First shot was no good by Horn as he lines up to get his second shot here today. This will be his 4th attempt for free throws, and that one goes. That took every bit of rim that he had to offer, and I think some of it twice, but it went around and round and in. Gales down by 1 point, 23-22. Bogardus brings the ball up. Again, left side, way out front, slowing the game down. Held by Gallus. Gallus can move in a little bit on him, try to get that count going. Make Bogardus move the ball. He comes down low, tries to get baseline. It's not there. Tries to get it in to Severson. Pass is intercepted, and they get it to Horn, who comes all the way down for the layup, and it's good and 1. I think they called a foul on that one as he was hit while going up. Yeah, basket's good. They're going to call that one on Owens. Owens gets his second foul or third foul. That's going to be, that's his 3rd foul, 3 team fouls. They call timeout, trying to ice him. 30-second timeout. We're going to go ahead and stay here and thank some of our sponsors. CJ Bio of America. CJ Bio is a global leader in animal nutrition and health, and they are looking for motivated and talented individuals to join their growing team. If you're looking for competitive pay, amazing benefits, and being valued in the workplace, apply today at CJ Bio America's Facebook page, Equal Opportunity Employer. If you drive out past there at nighttime, folks, they have Christmas trees lit up. I'm not sure if it's them or Cargill, but a very nice job, very festive trees out there. Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths. Choosing items for your home should be a fun and creative experience. At Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, the beautifully displayed kitchens and baths can inspire you to bring your space one step closer to reality. Located on South 22nd Street in Fort Dodge. Thank you, Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths and CJ Bio of America. Hunter's 5th attempt at free throw. He's 1 of 4. What's interesting is, totally different gym, never played, and it's set up as a collegiate gym. Misses the shot. Gales lead. First lead of the game as they're up 24-23. Severson has the ball on the right-hand side up against Horn. Looking to slow it down. He wants to start a drive, trying to get the ball in. Spin move in the lane, pass down below. Ball goes high, floater up, not good as Fowler missed, but he got his own rebound and gets it in this. Yeah, I hear you. You don't hear me? Brock? Okay, I'm back. Am I good now? Is it like a delay? Do you hear me? How about right when the Gales go up by 4 points, playing some great defense, and we just had a charge. Gales get possession. They're up 29-25. Missed out on a lot, folks. You should have been there. You really should have. But maybe that's why you're listening, and we should have been there. I apologize. Gales are up 29-25. They just called a foul. That's the third foul on Bridgewater, as he had a player control foul as he charged. Knocked Horn over. That's like the fourth charge here against him. Gales are getting set up really well. So now, leading by 4, McElroy has the ball. Goes left-hand side to Miracle. Miracle down low to Koopman. Back up to McElroy. McElroy comes into the lane. Floater, two-pointer. Not there. Bridgewater rebound. Give the ball to Severson. Severson's going to come across half court, coming over here to the left-hand side. Being guarded by Horn. Horn giving him the left, not going to let him go right. Doesn't like to go left. It doesn't seem like a lot of their players like to go left. They got to try to come around. He gets into the lane. Couple of steps, and I think they're going to call block. Koopman didn't have, he did slide into him. I will agree with that one. Nobody on the audience likes it, but Koopman did a small slide on that one. Didn't quite have placement. So that is a charge. All right. So Koopman's second foul. That's going to be the third team foul. And Severson's going to go to the line shooting 2. Gales lead 29-24. How about talking about things that are nice connectivity, things that, work. And if we're going to have internet connection, maybe next time we won't have a problem. If we had Fort Dodge Fiber, register today for cutting-edge technology and lightning-fast broadband at FortDodgeFiber.com. Thank you for supporting the show. Jaden Electric, qualified electricians that can accomplish projects both big and small. They offer everything from 24-hour electrical service and repair to design, build in Iowa. They're a family-owned company who cares about quality and customer service. That's Jaden Electric and Fort Dodge Fiber. We thank you for sponsoring today's broadcast. Severson going to the line. Again, 6 points. This will be the first time he has an opportunity to score in the second half. 3 minutes remaining. First shot is up and good. Gales lead 29-26. Coach has got McElroy right over here to my right, giving him some advice on things to do. McElroy communicating to the team what Coach just said. Severson's going to go for his second shot. It is up and good. Gales lead by 2, 29-27. McElroy bringing the ball up court. Comes top of the key. Passes over to the right to Bargfree. Back to McElroy to Miracle on the left. Down low to Horn. Horn goes all the way across court. Too long of a pass. Out of bounds. Not there. Wasn't just too much pepper on that one. That's an unforced turnover. Madrid's going to bring the ball in. Get the ball to Owens, who gets it to Severson. Severson's working his way up. He gives it back to Owens. Owens, a couple of spin moves, gives it to Bogardus. Bogardus over on the right-hand side. Gets the ball inside. And they're going to call foul. McElroy, Bridge, so they got the ball to Severson. He held the ball low. McElroy came in. They're going to call him on the arm, but he stole the ball, and nobody really liked that one. I thought it was a good steal. There may have been a little contact, but that's punishing good defense. He left that ball wide open, and McElroy had a good defensive play. Yeah, was there a little contact? Probably. They get the ball inside quick, and inside Stevenson underneath. Not there. Out to Bridgewater for 3. Long, no good. Rebounded by Bogardus. Bogardus gets it back to Bridgewater on the right-hand side. Now back to Bogardus. Bogardus playing up top. They get it to Severson, top of the key. Severson goes for the 3. It was slightly dejected by Horn there, so McElroy gets the rebound. Loses the handle, and we're going to get a slam dunk there by Severson as he got a steal on that one, bringing the game to a tie, 29-29. Here comes the Gale offense. Over to the left to Miracle. From McElroy to the right, down the corner to Horn. Bargfree, McElroy, Miracle. Miracle on the left. They get to Horn on the left. Horn into the lane. Nice jump move, gets the ball up. They're going to call a foul as he got Newell off his feet and up in the air and took the shot into him. So 32 called for the foul. Horn's going to be on the line shooting 2. That's his first foul of the game. That's going to be the 5th team foul. So every foul from now on this quarter with a minute 46 is going to be a shooting foul for the Gales. Horn sets up for his first shot. We're going to say thank you to Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating. Since 1989, they have specialized in new construction, remodeling, and repair in the Fort Dodge area and across Iowa. First shot is up and good. Their fully licensed crew is prepared to tackle any plumbing and heating job that's thrown their way. They offer free estimates and inexpensive service calls. Sorry about that. All right. Hunter lines up for a second free throw. Gales now up by 1, 30-29. Minute 46 left in the quarter. Second shot is up. And off the side, no good. Rebounded by Newell. Get the ball over to Bagardis. Bagardis is going to bring the ball up across the timeline. He's picked up by Gallus. Gallus saying, go ahead and take the left if you want it, but I'm going to guard you on the right. Bagardis holding off, not making any moves. He does a nice move to the spins to the right, drives all the way across court. Ball is knocked out of bounds on a bad pass. Koopman gets it out of bounds, but it's going to still remain Madrid ball. But 15 seconds on the shot clock, and they got to get the ball in. Severson's going to inbound for the Tigers. They get it into Owens. Owens far right, top of the key. They get it to Severson, top of the key. He's looking to drive in the lane. Spin move, not there. They get it to Newell. Newell gets it out to Bagardis. Bagardis tries for the 3. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound's loose. Koopman gets it. He's coming quickly down the court. It's 2-on-1. He doesn't take it, but they give it to Horn, who's inside. Gets the player off his feet, makes the shot. No contact, so that's just 2 points. Gales lead 32-29. 3-point lead. 1 minute left in the quarter. Here comes Madrid working the ball, still keeping things at a nice slow pace. Bagardis working against Gallus. He comes center court. Going to work back over to the right. Gets the ball over to Owens. Owens well outside the 3-point line. Bounce pass into Severson. Severson trying to drive in. Float away jumper, and it's good. You can't block that. You can't stop it. That's a fall away jumper, and it just went in. McElroy brings it up. He wants to go for one shot here, he's saying. We got a 1 second differential shot clock and game clock. He wants the last shot of the third quarter. He's working the ball center court right in the logo. Nobody guarding him within range, so they're not counting him yet. He's setting it up. Gets the ball to Gallus, back to McElroy. McElroy to Bardfried. Back to McElroy, to Gallus on the left. McElroy in the center. Spin move. To Horn underneath. Horn comes in. Reverse layup. It's good. 2 seconds left. That's it. Time's up. That's third quarter. Gales go into the end of the third quarter with a 3-point lead. We're going to go back to studio. Lane Snyder here on Sunny 99.7 and YourFortDodge.com. Great matchup. Control-wise, you got to give it to Madrid, slowing the pace down, kind of keeping St. Ed's from playing in their rhythm. But St. Ed's managing to get the lead. Highest, but not the biggest lead. They led by 4 at one point, but they lead by 3 now, 34-31. Possession is going to be for Madrid. They're going to get the ball. We want to say thank you to Community Health Center. Community Health Center of Fort Dodge with locations in Fort Dodge, Mason City, Dayton, and Eagle Grove. They offer medical, dental, and behavioral health services for patients of all ages. Their caring staff is committed to your well-being and getting back to feeling like yourself again. Thanks for bringing in the broadcast here. Bagardis has it way over on the left side, up high on the court, guarded by Gallus. Just a slow dribble. They're just setting that slow-paced game. He goes down left, baseline, gets it into Severson. Severson trying to move inside, not there. They're going to call Yeah, they're going to call Koopman on the foul. They're going to say he nice block. No. 34. They're going to call that on Horn. Horn picks up his first foul. That's going to be the first team foul of the quarter. And that's on Horn. Resets the shot clock. Severson brings it in, and they're going to call flop on that one. So flop warning for McElroy. Barg freed out, Miracle in. Gales lead 34-33. They are not certain. Okay. We'll get the ball into McElroy. Fourth quarter, 7:31. Gales with a 1-point lead. Gallus has the ball. To Koopman in the base. Up top to McElroy. Back to Gallus on the left-hand side. Back to McElroy top. Right side to Miracle. McElroy. Gallus. Gallus, McElroy. McElroy coming into the lane. Couple of nice bounce moves. Not there. He goes for a hard shot. Misses it. Come down with the rebound. Severson gets it. Passes to Bridgewater, who gets it to Bagardis. Bagardis comes across half court. They're going to slow it down. He's going to play over here on the left-hand side, guarded by Miracle. Miracle keeping the right-hand side away from him. He drives all the way down, gets it to Severson. Severson up top to Bridgewater. Bridgewater for the three, off the rim. Bagardis with the rebound, tries a bounce pass, gets it off to Severson. They're going to reset the offense. Severson drives in, and they call charge as he lowered his shoulder and pushed Horn to the ground. That's another charge. Bagardis picks up his third foul. So third foul in the fourth quarter. Player control, turnover. Gales, he's asking the ref what he's doing wrong. The ref's going to just tell him, you're lowering your shoulder, buddy. And he is. Coach is yelling at the ref. All right, here we go. Gallus to McElroy up top. Right-hand side, Miracle. Gallus down low. Long pass to Miracle on the right-hand side. Down to the corner to Koopman. Koopman back to Miracle. To McElroy. All the way over to Horn in the corner. To Ty. Miracle back to McElroy. Miracle. And he traveled. Took a step before he passed. Got a little excited. Got to slow things down. Gales still lead 34-33. 1-point lead, 6:18 left in the game. Bagardis bringing the ball up for the Tigers. Gets across half court. He's picked up by Miracle. Stays way up high. Should be close enough to start the count here. They're not starting the count. They should be. I don't know why they're not. He's being guarded closely. Tip ball. They're going to call foul on Miracle. They're going to say reach. Get him on the arm. Was out of bounds. That'll reset the shot clock. 6 minutes in the quarter. Out of bounds here for the Tigers. Get the ball into Newell. Newell gives the ball to Bagardis. Bagardis standing right outside the Iowa Central logo in center court. Very close to a carry as he's dribbling there. He tries to make a hook move and come in left. Goes down baseline left. They want to get the bounce pass in. No good. Nothing there. They get it to Severson at the top of the key. Severson makes a move. Tries to get Horn off his feet. Doesn't work. They get the. That was a travel, and they didn't call on that one. A couple of stutter steps there by Owen, but he misses the shot. Rebound Gales. Here comes McElroy. Miracle. McElroy comes in. Not there. Gallus inside to Koopman. Koopman in the lane. Tries to get the shot. Does. That's a nice little, about a 14-footer. He puts that one in as the Gales go up by 3. 36-33. 5:14 left. Bagardis comes across half court. Going to set up the slow pace again. Guarded closely. He's right on him. They should be calling or start counting here. I don't know why they're not counting, but they're not. And the move is made. He goes left, down again. Gets the ball to the corner, over to Bridgewater. Bridgewater goes for the three. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by McElroy. McElroy, long pass to Koopman. Koopman looking to go inside. It's not there. Looks for his own. Oh, and they call travel. He was looking for someone to pass it to and just moved his feet. Bartfield's going to come in. Miracle's going to go out. Gales lead by 3, 36-33. 4:48 left. Nobody there. We're going to start counting. 2, 3. Why aren't they counting here? They didn't count. They gave plenty of time for Madrid to start getting the ball. That ref just doesn't want to use the 5 count here. That's all right. Owens has it. Comes over here to the left-hand side to get the ball to Bridgewater. Bridgewater way outside the 3, down the corner to, I think that's Newell. I can't see his number because he's being guarded, but yeah, that's Newell. Back up top to Bogardus. Bogardus works left, now tries to go right. Not there. Couple of dribbles up top. Over to Bridgewater. Bridgewater drives inside. They give it to Newell. Newell goes up for the three, and it's good. Tie score, 36-36. 4:12 left in the quarter. Here comes McElroy. McElroy brings the ball across court. Gives it over to the left-hand side to Gallus. Gallus up for the three. Good! Nails it. 39-36. Gales take it right back. Bogardus brings the ball up. Slow dribble across court. Gets it across in 5 seconds. He's going to be picked up by Gallus. Not close enough to start the count yet. Now Gallus is in close enough. Reach around, tries to pick his pocket. It's not there. Goes left, goes right, goes into the lane, and they're going to call a trip on that one. I think they're going to get Koopman on it. No, they're going to call Gallus with the trip on that one. There were 3 Gales around. Really kind of went in and out of control. I almost would have said, no, that was on you, but I'm not the ref. It's a good squad today. I will say this. They're doing a very good job. 3 fouls against the Gales, 1 foul against... All right, so that's another timeout had to call by Madrid. 30-second timeout. We're going to go ahead and stay here and say thanks to a couple more of our sponsors. Michelin State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Mitch at 515-576-4171 today for life, home, business, and auto insurance. Mitch can also help you regarding mutual funds, investments, and annuities. Get a free quote. Also check out the website, golun.com with 2 N's today. Michelin State Farm Insurance. Thank you very much for your support. Michelson Matt Furniture. Customer service and quality furniture have been the focus of Michelson Matt since 1953. They offer a wide selection of furniture and decor in their 18,000 square foot showroom on 3336 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Thank you to those sponsors for helping bring you today's podcast. So, in underneath, 3:37 left in the game. Madrid has the ball. Tigers looking to inbound. Long outlet pass up top to Owens. Owens looking to slow it down again. He's up top, right inside the logo. A couple of fake bounces. Doesn't want to go forward. Starts to move left against Gallus. Takes him back out top. Give it to Bridgewater. Ray outside, 11 seconds. Back to Owens. Owens looking to coach. What am I going to do? He drives in the lane. Gets Gallus off his feet. Goes up for the shot. Makes it. That was a floater. Gales have the ball and the lead, 39-38. McElroy running the offense over the left-hand side to Bargfried. Back to McElroy to Bargfried to McElroy. McElroy looking, goes left, finds Gallus. Gets it back to McElroy, who comes in the lane for a floater. Lost the ball. They're going to call travel. I think they're upset about that. He got the ball stripped, but they call it up and down. So nothing doing there as they get the ball to Madrid. Bridgewater brings the ball up across the timeline. He's up here by the logo, gives the ball to Owens. Owens keeping the pace slow, 2:40 left. Couple of dribbles left, right, between the legs. Faking moves against Grant, not falling for it as he's just watching the ball. They get it over to Newell. Newell gets it to Severson. Severson gets it up top to Bridgewater, top of the key. Long three-point shot, not there. McElroy rebound. Gets the ball to Horn. Horn comes in. Sees open lane, doesn't go. Bargfried, low three corner. Good! Gales go up by 6, 42-38. Timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll go to studio, play a commercial. Lance Lennon here live on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Drive into the lane. Not there. Give the ball to Owens. Owens up top. 3-point attempt. Long shot off the rim. Off of Newell. Gales take over. Well, minute 25. I think we're going to have a timeout here. Full timeout. We'll go back to studio. Lance Lennon coming to you live here on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Everybody's looking to play their best game. We get the ball up court to Koopman, over to the corner here, right-hand side to Gallus. Gallus goes all the way across court to Horn. Horn brings the ball back. They double-teamed him. They go deep corner to Gallus. Gallus has it to Koopman. Koopman inside in the lane. Not there. Good defense being played here by the Tigers. They get the ball into Horn. Horn goes up. It's in and good. 9-point lead. 47-38. 1 minute left. All right, here we go. Spin move by Severson. He loses the ball. Gallus picks it up. 52 seconds. I'm going to call it, folks. I think that's going to be about it. McElroy brings the ball up across the court line. They get it down in the corner to Barkfree. Barkfree sets up a three. It's long, but Gallus gets the rebound. He's basically undermined by Bidhart. They don't call a foul. Horn takes the dribble. 30 seconds on the shot clock, 35 on the game clock, and there's the foul. Severson pushing him out of bounds. Doesn't matter. They got a lot of fouls to give. He pushed him out of bounds. That's going to be his fourth foul. 47-38, Gales up by 9, 32 seconds left in the game. It took a long time to play their game, but when they played it, holy cow, that's hard on me. All right, so I just got a text from a friend of mine. This is a new rule a few years ago. They don't do closely guarded count when dribbling, only when holding the ball. That's why they are doing the 5 count. See, good thing I don't know the rules to the game that I'm calling. Gallus inbounds the ball, gets to McElroy. McElroy down the lane, doesn't want to take it yet, gives it to Barkfree, far left side. Barkfree gets it up to Horn. 25 seconds on no shot clock going. They can hold the ball basically until time runs out. Pass is almost intercepted by Owens, but he knocks it out of bounds. My statistician Rob grabs it, hands it to the ref. Good hands on that guy right here. He should have played ball. Gallus gets the ball to McElroy. McElroy in the backcourt. McElroy comes across the timeline. Good control. He gets the ball to Gallus. 8 seconds left. Gets it back to McElroy. Get the ball to Koopman. Hey, look, Barkfree's wide open down below. They aren't going to give it to him. They're just going to hold the ball till the game's over. Gales win this one. Oh, my goodness. My heart is thumping. My mind is racing. They win 47-38. Avenging last year's loss against the Madrid Tigers. Good job, Gales. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lance Lennon. We'll go back to studio. When we come back, I'll have stats and postgame. This is Lance Lennon live, Sunday 99.7. yourfortdodge.com.
Game number 2,